I love your jeans.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to let you guys know a couple of things. So I've been on this property for a year and I've never got to enjoy it because I've been so busy trying to cater to everyone else. And I've worked really hard. So everything that you guys see is a direct reflection of my hard work. I have great staff, and I finally have staff that when everybody else walked out, they walked in. So I had a really good discussion today at lunch with Dylan. Dylan has probably been one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Is the fly on the camera?
Oh, no, I don't see it on here.
Yeah, I saw it. It was there. So I want to give Dylan Fox all the credit in the world because there's a happy medium. So he's like a girl dad. So is Jacob. And Dylan and I had like a really good come to Jesus today. And I have another friend named James Commander. You guys will get to meet him. He moves home in 18 days. And I have a lot of really good friends that are like people that other people love and respect. And they probably would shit themselves if they knew how close I was to some of these people because I'm very controversial. And at this point, I don't give a fuck. But what I've let happen is I've let myself gain too much weight. I've stopped riding. Look at all the stuff I've worked for. I walked in here yesterday with my friend Robin, and she even said, like, Tara, I can remember a day.
Oh, the pretties.
When, yeah. Like, when we would have killed.
Bling, bling.
We would have killed Dazzle. You know, that was a gift. But, I mean, I have thousands, every Marsha's Closet set. I mean, I worked so hard to have all of these things, and I never utilize any of it. And I don't brag about it because I've allowed people online to shame me into feeling bad about my body weight and to not bragging about the things I worked hard for because every time I'm like, oh, we only ride double J's. Somebody will say, oh, well, it must be nice, or I'm so tired of her bragging, or, bitch, do you know how hard I had to work in my life to have a tack room? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My sister has borrowed 2. 8, 9, and Tinley has a custom double J. So we have 10 double J's. And I have people that have shamed me into feeling like I should be apologetic that I worked hard for that. And the thing that I'm tired of is I'm actually in a weird place to where, like, I want people to like me, but I also want you to know that you need to know your place in my life. Like, I have been shamed on video not very long ago because somebody was like, I can't believe she wears those boots to the barn. Do you know how hard I had to work in my life to be able to shit kick in $700 Anderson beans? And if that offends you, I want you to know there is an entire group dedicated to shaming me. My body weight, my personality, my friends. Go there. Shame everything that I've worked hard for there. But I want for people to know that from this day forward, things have really changed. And you can ask my staff, the environment here, it just like, it was a light bulb when it clicked. The content that we're going to make is about the horses. Probably. It's going to be about the horses. Mommy here is going to lose some of this, whatever the fuck you call it. And not because I give a shit. If I gave a shit or if Daddy gave a shit, I would have lost the weight a long time ago. But it's gotten to the point where I had to go to a doctor because I fucking can't jog from my car. And part of it's COVID. I got COVID. I almost died. After having COVID, I never got really to exercise because every time I try, my lungs hurt. I've got some cardiovascular stuff going on. Bitch, I stepped on the scale at the doctor today in regular shoes and my clothes and weighed 180. I was like, I'm 158. I know. I've been 158 forever. I stepped up there and it was like 180.5, and I was like, oh, okay, bitch is going on a diet. And the truth is, I'm not fat shaming anybody but myself. Whose fault is it that I weigh 180 fucking pounds? Look at me. And let me tell you, my husband is 265 and 6'2", and he needs to lose weight. We don't give a fuck, and we don't care if you say it. Because it didn't matter to us until we really both have had the discussion that we don't feel good. And I have a 3-year-old. So my ass is going to saddle my horses and ride. My ass has enlisted a personal trainer. And guess what I had for lunch today? Avocado wheat toast because it was good. It wasn't a filet. And that's the God's honest truth. And
I like crying inside, but it's okay. It's okay, guys.
I'm crying inside, but my horse is fixing to be crying when my 180-pound ass climbs up there. And at the end of the day, I can joke about this, and you can fat shame me. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't matter because it never mattered really what people said until it mattered to me. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me. But it never mattered to me that I was overweight until I realized, like, I had to go buy, like, 31 jeans. I've never been to 31 before. And I've been doing healthy things. But I have to get off my ass. And I have to ride my horses. And the truth is, I think it was a wake-up call from God. Because I need to be healthy. I need to be healthy for my daughter. And I need to set an example for other people that if you wake up and you look in the mirror, don't be sad. Like, it's easy to look in there and be like, fuck, I got big. I got big because I have cheesecake every fucking day that we have lunch. You can ask my staff. I order an appetizer. I order my meal. I order dessert. I have a bite of Jess's dessert. I force her to eat some of mine. And I'm worried
This
for
is
Jess.
facts. I always have to eat some of yours too.
And I worry for Jess because she's little right now, but I was 2 at 20. So we need to start having good habits for Jess, for Marley, and for Tinley. Now, I'm going to ride my horses and start enjoying all of this expensive stuff that I worked really hard for. And if you ever look at the things I have and you think that bitch is a fucking bragger, I want for you to know I am. I am. Because I had nothing. I grew up in a trailer park. I came from nothing. And if you do not understand that if I can do this, you can do better because I'm an idiot. Facts. Like, I've allowed obviously I can't be very fucking smart. Look how big I've let myself get. So, but what I do want to do is to have a cross between it is okay to be self-aware, it is okay to call yourself on your bullshit, it is okay, but I surround myself by people who love me and constantly build me up. And so I can be this blunt and honest with myself because I don't have people who throw it in my face later on. And I also want you to be self-aware about the people you keep around you. I can tell you that if I lose no weight, Daddy still really loves this booty. It's A-okay with him. And my staff love me because they love my heart. So, I've kept the right people around me, but Dylan and I talked about just the content that we're going to create from moving forward is going to be about making better life goals, really planning our day and having more time. We're going to try to teach as much as we can and make it understandable to where you don't have to be a Clinton Anderson or a Pat Pirelli or to feel like you can do what we do or that you can make a difference with your horse. There's a lot of people that horses do things wrong and they're not a trainer and they're intimidated and a little bit of groundwork didn't fix it, or they don't know how to do the groundwork perfect so they get intimidated. Just follow us for a while. We'll piece it together like fuck. I mean,
they'll see we're all a shit show.
Yeah.
It's all the
but
process.
truthfully, everybody is. So I want to introduce you guys to
Mr. Escapee.
Hey. So this is my favorite thing in the whole world, and people shamed poor Corbin. Corbin had him for sale for $25,000, and I had a full price offer, and I turned it down. So you can't say, oh, why did you have him priced for that? He was $6,500 2 years ago. Because Corbin did an amazing job, and he really hauled him and put a lot of time into him. And he clocked in the 1D here in Texas a couple of times and just really got to where, and he's super sound. But
He says, yes, I am.
I didn't take it because I just really like my shouting. And she's a idiot too. And then we're going to go sorting Tuesday. Y'all get to come with us.
Yes.
And this is Flipper.
going-
I'm fixing to exercise because I guess I'm going to sort.
Mr. Good Boy
This is
Boy.
a good boy. Boy, how dirty he is. He needs a spotting.
It's going to be his debut with us.
I know. So this is Flipper. His registered name is Style and Pep. And he's an own son of Play and Stylish. Hi. And I guess an older lady owned him or something, and she sent him to some people to sell on consignment. And they contacted her and told her that he was crippled and he was not sound. And those people hauled him to Billings and sold him for kill. He sold on the loose for slaughter. And when we brought him here, we named him Flipper because his feet were so mismanaged and disgusting that they looked like flippers. Like they looked, Jess is the one that named him.
He could have gone diving.
He could have gone diving. So Jess named him, and it took about, 3 corrective shoes?
Yeah.
But now his feet are,
And then he feels so much better.
yeah. Yeah, so he's super sound. Like, that's the weird thing, is he's like the soundest horse on the place. So I hate that those people chose to dump him instead of put the work into him so that lady could recoup her, or it's actually a man and woman, so they could recoup their monetary investment. But their loss was my gain because Tyler trimmed him, and then a week later put a set of shoes on him, and then 3 weeks later trimmed him and put that same set of shoes back on because we just didn't want to take all the foot off at once. And he's never been sounder, so I don't know.
He's like, wait, no, the people.
But I'm fixing to. So Sheldon stays barefoot. Sheldon has really thin soles, but every time we try to put shoes on him, he gets hot nails. So he just stays barefoot. He likes to get a hot nail. And this is mine. This is mine. So anyway, the rest of this year is going to be a lot less bullshit and a lot more. Tara's going to get her life together because I'm a shit show. You're problematic queen. I have to lose some weight for my own health. So, if you would like to join me on my weight loss journey.
Someone said that we should all do it together.
Well, I don't have a choice. I can't gain. I'm gonna be 200 fucking pounds. I'm 180. So I'm right there. Like, hello 200, and I'm 5'2.5". So I'm a big bitch. Like, I think part of it is that from this side, it's not that bad. And then I turn to the side and I'm like, oh, there it is. I said to the doctor,
Trying to push it back.
when y'all see me out here in like shapewear, just know it's because I had cheesecake and I've been cheating on my diet and I didn't want anybody to know. I'll have like Skims on. I'll be like, hello everyone. I am
Trying to breathe.
yeah, with extra tight, like extra small Skims on. When y'all see me walking around like this, just know it's because my little bitty bodysuit, my sausage suit, is like holding all the fat in. My diet's going wonderful. Look how skinny I am. You know how people wear filters? It's like
Yeah.
a bodysuit.
Oh my god.
So when y'all see me rolling around in the sausage suit, don't judge me. Just know the diet's not going well. But listen, you can't cancel somebody that doesn't give a fuck about your opinion. And I have proved that for 9 years. There's another Kilpin that named their donkeys Tara and Jacob. My unproblematic king, Jacob, post on there, bring them to Opelousas Tuesday. We'll take them. He just gives me a screenshot and they'll be our new mascot. Like, my husband is a fucking king.
Yes.
They like erased his comment right away. Listen, like Desi is on there, Desi Crow, and she's like, ha 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 ha. And I'm like, you know that you have no life when you've not worked somewhere for like 6 months, but you're still triggered and entertained by something that is part of way your past. Like, tell me that you didn't live the highlight of your life here without telling me that this wasn't the highlight of your fucking life. Like, and I'm not sugarcoating it. I have also not wanted to hurt people's feelings. We're going to start hurting some feelings. So we are going to get back to riding horses, training horses, reselling horses, bringing horses in, shipping horses to slaughter, and doing all the things that we do. Those who want to come, come. But the content is changing because I have felt like I needed to create content. And the more that I tried to force it, the content got more and more away from just like the principal values of my property. So, you want to ride Flipper?
Yeah.
You do.
Yes.
Get him. Go.
Someone on there wants to see your bobas. And
My-
Coonanny.
I promise, you know who else wants to see my bobas and my punani? Daddy.
Yeah. I kept reading it. At first it just said, show me bobas. Bobas. And I'm like the stuff in tea? We don't have that here.
You're like, Tara, I'm certain we can start an OnlyFans now.
Oh my god.
You're like, we have built-in customers.
Bobas.
Listen, bobas. All right. I guess I could take y'all with me to Pick Pack. Come on. But yeah, this has got to... And I really, honestly, am going to piss a lot of people off, and I'm sure the hate group will be pumping because they get totally pressed at any time I do anything that talks about money or material possessions or whatever else. Hey, Lane, will you do me a favor? Yeah. Sheldon's saddle pad. Oh, you know what? I'll use this one. Will you grab this for me? I need this pad right here.
All right. Oh.
Thank you, sir. Yep, here.
So this gray one?
No, yeah, the gray one. Make sure you turn that one over. Yep, that one.
And we'll take that and sit right up here.
Yep. Okay, here. Swap me. Thank you. All right, you guys, so I will show you guys Sheldon's pad because I do be loving my Sheldon. And I had already brushed him, but he's kind of dirty. He actually needs a bath. I ordered a vacuum, a horse vacuum. So this is Sheldon's pad. Every time somebody sees it, they think it's a 5-star pad because they just released this print. But it's not. It's a Pro Ortho Equine, and Pro Ortho Equine private labels most of the 5-star products. I don't know how many. I know they do the boots. But this is a 3/4 inch Love and Doll by Pro Ortho Equine. It is this print. And I love, so what I do want you guys to know is that these pads are made so that if this wears out, they unstitch it and they can put a new one on and replace this piece when it wears off. And I'm not kidding. Listen, we got around, decided that yes, we have the barrel pattern. I'll just tell you guys, we have the barrel pattern just up on the hill up there because it's bigger. But we moved these horses right here. And the round pin is going in this corner. We're moving the trail course in the morning to right here. And then from right there back, it is going to just be a place for us to exercise horses where we can shut this gate. It's not going to be, I mean, we can still turn horses out if we need to, but 99% of this is going to be where we can exercise the horses. Right here, there's going to be a giant round pin right here. The trail course will be over here. And that way we can clean all of this up and have places to park again. And yeah. So anyway, I said, hey, I have to lose weight. I have to get healthy. I need to ride my horses and I need some support. And look at this. Dara's on the tractor. Jess and Lane are in here. So all I had to say was, I need help. And my staff is popping. And that's how you know you've surrounded yourself by the right people. Dylan took Fame and Two Crows. And did you need Wev? Who did he take? He took the dun, the buckskin, and the gray. He took 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fame's gray anymore, so.
Yeah, he's going to drown him in the pond.
Oh, God.
Let me insure him real quick so the haters can talk about it.
Want me to grab that?
I got it. Go find you a horse. Let's ride. Who you want to ride? What's in here? Is anybody in here that's super gentle? No, we don't know. We want him to survive. Let's see.
Fame on his own. I mean, Homebred was like 10 steps down.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. Dylan was like, let's see. Like, Dylan
Here.
was assured that,
You
like,
just have to.
Dylan was assured that he wasn't going to do nothing. And I was like, okay. Just jumped right up there.
Yeah.
And then Fame's like, oh, we're going to take a step. All right, let me flip out.
Let me flip out his right. I may have to resize him. So my horse, the more fit he gets really wide. And as he gets wide, I change the fit of his saddle a little bit through my saddle pad. So this right here is a double J, and the tree that's in it, I believe, is a, what? It is a wide flex. So basically this saddle has the same tree in it that the Pursuit has, except for this saddle doesn't have the Pursuit front end. I wish it did. So it is a wide fit, and I can get away with a wide fit on 99% of horses because I use this pad. When you really start to understand saddle fit, you understand if your saddle is genuinely too wide, it will ride down right here. But I use this saddle pad that kind of has these built up shoulder pads right here. I like them, and I can get away with riding a wide fit and having a really good close contact fit. So I'll move my Latigo strings, and you guys can see, this is another thing I like. I like to see this streamlined fit where like this is going to fit a little closer. I also keep my girts on the front, and then I loop them through the back so that it kind of pulls back away from the shoulder. Some people put them here and pull it forward. It's just a matter of preference. But I love this double rig and all the double J's. It's something I love. My saddles that I ride personally, I have 3. And they all have the spinal relief system. What I have found is if you ride a walking horse, this is amazing because any horse that's a little A-frame, I find it really helps. But I like it even in my horses. So another thing that I really love more than anything, I love my girts. So if you guys ever notice, I get them at State Line Tack. They are an English girt with a Western attachment. And I feel like all horses can breathe better. I buy a lot of horses at the sale barn that might otherwise be kind of cinchy, and we don't have any cinchy problems. I will have a horse that we will saddle and never have an issue with. A customer will buy it and say, hey, this horse seems just a little bit cinchy or a little bit cold back. And I will tell them, let me see your girt. They'll send me their girt, and then it's either ulcers because of the transport and the stress, or they switch back to these girts and they call me and go, oh my God, that girt fixed everything. So, I don't know. I like them. So, and I like to keep my pad really picked up inside the gullet so that they have a lot of wither relief. On these girts, you have to make sure that you go through this little piece on both sides. If you don't, this piece right here will like walk. It'll be like this, and this piece will slip back. So you have to go through that piece, and as long as you do that, you'll never complain. Every once in a while, somebody will text me and be like, oh, I hate this girt because I can't get, you know, I can't get this to stop doing that, and it's because they forget that you have to do it on both sides. They do it on the off side and forget you have to do it on this side. Hi, sir. And I don't pocket off in one. I always make sure I kind of have some room. So I don't ride my cinches overly tight. I know a lot of people that do. I don't, but I don't have a lot of balance trouble, so I don't have to. Like, I can kind of get away with it not being overly. Stop! Stop! Charlie is just standing over her crying because she won't get up.
Charlie.
And he just is loving it. He's like, please, get up and love me.
Charlie.
Who the hell is this tall? Darren?
Probably.
I know she's a tall bee, but shit. Like, I took the stirrups up like 9 holes.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely Mom. It wasn't Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm pulling the stirrups up and pulling the stirrups up and pulling the stirrups, and I'm like, who is the Amazon? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she's
Who's
like
the
5'9",
gorilla?
She said, right? She's 5'9".
Yeah.
I'm like 5'2" and a little bit. Yeah, I feel like I might have to ride him in a regular tree until I get a little bit more muscle on him, and then he can go back. So my breast collar is one of my favorites, and it is made by K Equine. So she stamps him. Yeah, K Equine. I love it.
Are you using this?
What is it? No, you can. But I want to show those reins.
Okay. Before or after
It doesn't matter.
Voila.
Well, I was right. I
Dang.
need to braid his mane. Look at his little self. He came home from Corbin with that piece missing. I was so sad.
Bro, I was sitting there holding the phone and he was like, hey, show my face.
Sheldon thinks you have tookies. But if I'm going to be on camera instead of behind the camera, I told Jacob I need to budget in for Botox and maintenance. He started laughing like it was a joke. But I was like, well, if I'm going to start making content and be in front of the camera instead of behind it, I said, not only do I need to lose all this extra weight, I was like, I need to start budgeting in all the maintenance. He was like, oh my God, you're an idiot.
Okay, I'm never
I feel like the cameraman. Like,
You are the cameraman. You get paid the big bucks for the video. If y'all want to see, honestly, if I really do, these are my Cell Barn boots. This is really, honestly, these are my Cell Barn boots. This is what I wear when we go to sales and I'm like trudging through looking at loose lot horses. And if you're wondering, they really are Anderson Bean bass boots. And you can see how much I've ridden in them because like the toe is like, look the toe. These are my Cell Barn boots and look at the toe of them. Like I think people don't realize I actually do some work. Not since COVID, I haven't done shit. Oh Sheldon, what do you want me to ride you in?
Flipper literally was like attacking the bridle trying to get the bit in his mouth.
Flipper does do that.
As soon as his halter came off, he's like, where is it? Where is it? Come on, I know it's coming.
boom, boom, boom.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen Tinley's tack set that Jennifer, when Jennifer came here, Jennifer Oakley is amazing. Oakley. She got this for Tinley. Is that not the most beautiful thing in the entire world? It is a Dazzle Rock set. And my child has used it one time now. Every horse I ride has their own set of reins. Oh, those are his running reins. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, doo-doo-doo.
What is it?
My bad.
It happens.
Yeah, it paused for a second.
Yeah. Alright. Like it sounded. Alright, you guys, I'm going to boot up and we're going to go ride. When we come back up here, we may have Lane go back live and kind of, you guys can ride with us, but we'll see you in a little bit. If you have any questions, you can inbox us. I do have a moderator. Just so you know, I'm so sorry. I never see the comments on our page. It's just not a thing anymore. It's literally for my mental health. So you can comment 100 times over. If it's something that's a legitimate question, it will be text to my personal cell phone number. Heather will get my response and she will respond for me and she will sign it. Tara said, blah, 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 Heather. If you have any questions and you message our page, Heather is who will respond to you. She handles all the customer service. It will stop me from seeing things that I don't want to see. It'll stop me from ever having to go online. I no longer have social media. I am a social media presence, but to not have social media, I was like,
Yes, that'll be good.
So unless I post it on my Facebook page, I don't fucking see it. And I don't get to like get mad and go comment.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I literally am so sorry. And I want y'all to know, your comments are still read by my staff. Jess sees them, Dara sees them, Heather sees them. So please comment, Dylan sees them. Again, any questions you have, say question and write it. That way Heather's attention is drawn. Because what we're not going to respond to are my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion. It's irrelevant. You can voice it, girl, go on with it. But I want for everyone watching my videos from this point forward to know our rule is, if you don't like what you see, ignore it. Don't give them any attention. There are people all over social media that hate me. I don't care. If you think you can do better, build a Facebook page, buy a facility, and do it your damn self. Because this big girl is.
Yeah.
Bye. Yeah.
I don't know how to stop this.
And bottom right hand corner.
Literally like me every
Finish.
time.